Hey guys, welcome to a special Should I Buy? Now, the reason why this is special is because it's my wife's idea. We have to re-caulk our shower, and because the old caulking got moldy, full of mildew, it was just gross, it's just nasty, and we needed to redo it. So, we started the process, and then my wife was all, you should put that on your videos. And I'm like, you're right. And the reason why I go, because husbands hate it when their wives are right. And she was right. So we're going to do a special Should I Buy, and we're going to use GE's bathroom caulking, and I don't have it with me, so I will go get it and then come back and show you what I'm using and show you what we didn't use. I'll be back. Alright, I'm back. I had to go and tell you what we didn't use and what we're using. There's so many things going on in this video. The first thing I want to say is I initially went to go get the stuff that we needed to re-caulk our bathroom and shower, and I went to Home Depot. The reason why I say that is because I went to Home Depot and they told me to get this Loctite Power Grip Tub Surround. I told them exactly what we're doing, and they said, this is what you need. This is what you need. I am positive this is what you need. So I was going to do the project without my wife, because I think it's easier sometimes. But I said, no, let me wait. Because if it's not done just right, and husbands, you know what I'm talking about, you'll never, ever hear the end of it. Even if it works, you didn't use their product. So the slightest bit of moisture or mold that grows, even the minute, and they'll see it, they'll say, see, you didn't use the right product. So I waited, and it's a good thing I did. Because she read it, and this is more of a adhesive, a construction all-purpose adhesive, and not used for caulking. So, strike one against Home Depot, and I usually go to them, but that's a strike against Home Depot. Home Depot, you need to get better trained people who know about the product. You don't have to know everything about the product, but you gotta know something about the product that your associates are suggesting to the consumer. Okay. With that said, I decided we would scratch Home Depot. I'm going to take that back later. Nothing against Loctite. We didn't try that product. That's a strike against Home Depot. So we decided we would go to a whole nother experience. And we went to Orchard. That's Ace Hardware Orchard. I think it's the same. And we ended up getting GE Clear Supreme 100% silicone, specially designed for re-caulking tubs and showers and kitchen stuff. We went there, everyone was helpful, the store was clean, it was nice. The only thing against Orchard was the first tubes that we bought were expired. I hear the husband's brains going, oh my gosh. She made him take it back. And you're right! She made me take it back and get stuff that wasn't expired because, like I said before, the first sign of mold or mildew or even a little moisture getting in there, you'll never hear the end of it. Remember? It was expired. So we got some stuff that isn't expired, and we're going to do this. So Orchard, good job on the customer service and the knowledge. Bad job on stocking the stuff with non-expired product. But anyway, now that we got that out of the way, we're going to start this whole process. Now remember, I am not a handyman. My thing is in tech, computers, IT. That's what I do for a living. I build websites. I mess with electronics. That's what I do. This is my secondary thing. So I'm going to try this. So all those who are looking to re-caulk their bathroom, hopefully this will help, because if I can do it, you can do it. And I know you've heard that before, but it's true. If I can do it, then you can do it. So here we go. Step one is you need an X-Acto knife. Nothing fancy. It's your standard X-Acto knife, box cutter, whatever you want to, all-purpose box cutter, whatever you want to call it. I like to get the one that has the rounded edges, because then you're not going to do any further damage to the grout behind the old silicone. So, with my wife holding the camera, here we go. So what we did a couple steps before this whole process, and I took off this part of the old silicone, which behind it was molded, had a lot of mildew, and then that's when she told me, you should put this on your videos. And I'm like, you're right. So I did the first step of taking out the old silicone, and it literally just pops up. So now we're at the second step. And and you have to do that to all sides. So after you get it done, this is what happens. You should be able to peel up. Okay? Now, we're going to go to the second step. The second step is the rubbing alcohol. Now this is important because at first I thought to myself, why am I using rubbing alcohol? That's stupid. Why don't I just take it out and just put in the new stuff? But I said, you know what? I'm going to go by the instructions, because men, we don't like to use instructions. That's not a dig at us. It's just that we're smarter than the instructions. So I'm going to go with the instructions today for all the ladies that are watching. Rubbing alcohol. I put it in this little squirt bottle, and I got these little squirt bottles. If you notice, it says Equate. Equate is the Walmart brand, and these were only 47 cents. So you get this, and this is an easy way to apply the alcohol, rubbing alcohol. And I thought to myself, why am I doing this? But as I was going by the instructions, and I did everything according to the instructions, it's to loosen up what is left that you couldn't get. So when you do this, the old silicone that's left pops right out. It is a no-brainer. So that's what you do. That's step number 2. So I'm going to finish this because we didn't do step number 2 to this. And when I come back, we'll go to step number 3. See ya after step number 2. All right, we're back. And we have just done step number 2. We finished step number 2, which was applying alcohol and to get rid of any remaining caulk from the previous job. And yeah, now we're ready for step number 3. Now step number 3 is to spray bleach in there. Now what the bleach does, it kills any of the mold or mildew that's left behind, and also make sure that every part of this is clean, kind of like it doubles out what the alcohol couldn't do. And the alcohol disinfects, takes out any remainder of the previous caulking, but the bleach will make sure that it is really clean and really kills any mold or mildew left over. Now, when you use bleach, I suggest you wear clothes that you don't mind if they got a couple of bleach splatters on them, because that's what bleach does. It ruins your clothes. So if you're wearing a nice pair of shirt, if you're wearing a nice shirt or a nice pair of pants or shorts or anything, you need to go change. All right. I like these shorts, but they're getting kind of old. And if I get, bleach on them, I can tell the wife, hey, I redid the tub. I need some new shorts. All right, let's go to step number 3. So here we go. We're going to spray the same manner. Get yourself another one of these spray bottles, 47 cents at Walmart. You're good to go. Put some bleach in there. And bleach where you're going to apply the caulk. Like I said, that gets rid of any mold or mildew that is left behind. Now I'm lucky, I have a window over my tub and shower. Because this is fumes, you might want to do the same thing. Open up a window. Let those fumes out. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this sit for a little bit. I'm going to finish the front part of this. Let that sit, let that kill all the germs. I'll probably apply it again a second time because it doesn't hurt. What's it going to hurt? It's going to make sure that the job is done right. Hey, and the wives love it when you do a job right. So I'm going to do that, and then we'll come back and we'll do step 4. I'll see you in a few. All right, so now that we sprayed the bleach, and I actually did it twice, and I took then a damp sponge and went all around the areas to soak up any excess bleach, and also to kind of give it a chance to scrub in there. From, you know, a little manual scrub never hurts anything. So now, what step, Mom?
4.
I think hang on, we did alcohol. Wait, step 1 was the X-Acto knife. Step 2 was the alcohol. Step 3 was the bleach. Now we're on step 4. Step 4 is to now make sure we want it to be as dry as possible. So to achieve that, we're going to use your standard hair dryer. Now I'm not going to do this now because you're going to see it's just too noisy. But that's what I'm going to do for step 4. So step 4 is the blow dryer. I'm going to blow dry this out. Then we're going to go to step 5. So I'll see you in a little bit. All right, so now we're up to the 5th step. We have just blow dried everything with the hair dryer. It took about 20 minutes. I did it for 10, my wife did it for 10 just to make sure it was dry. I did it first, and then I let her double check. That way, if the wife is comfortable, hey, we know we're in like Flynn. There's no problems. If there is a problem, you can simply say, honey, I told you to check me out. Win-win situation. Now we're up to the 5th step. The 5th step is to lay painter's tape or masking tape, whatever you choose. The wife wanted to make sure that we went with painter's tape. So that's what we're going to do. And what this does, it's going to allow you to get a nice even line. It's going to look good. It's going to prevent extra caulk from getting on the tub, making cleanup a lot easier. So this is simply what you're going to do. You're going to put the tape down like so, as straight as you possibly can. You're going to put it on the tub and on the tile itself. Like I said, this is going to make sure that it is pretty straight, and there's no science to this. Eyeball it, get it as close as possible. To where you want it to be. Because in the 6th step, we're going to lay this on, we're going to lay the caulking on pretty thick. Oh, come on now. Let's start from down here because I can see better. When you get old, things start to happen. And the reason why I'm not turning off the camera because I want you to see that this process doesn't take very long at all. If you can see. If you can get it all in one strip, great. If you can't, hey, it's all right too. Okay. We're going to lay one more strip. And then I think we're going to go, since I've got this all taped off, we're going to go into the final step, just right into it. Or step number 6. Whoop, almost fell. Don't want to do that. Don't want to have to call the wife and go, honey, I fell. And she'll get mad at you because you fell re-caulking her tub. All right. All right. Okay. Now that we've got all that marked off, just give it a little once over, make sure we're there. Now you have this area right here. This is your work area in between the tape. Okay, boom. I just did that just because for good. Now we're going to go right into step 6. Step 6 is this I thought that came off. I guess it doesn't. I guess that doesn't come off. Okay. I thought it did.
I'm sure it does.
It does come off. Okay. So step 6, we're going to prime our clear silicone. I wanted to use white. I think the white would have popped a little bit better, especially on the video. Wife wants clear. Happy wife, happy life. No big deal. Okay? You want to cut the tip of this like in a diagonal. I don't know how many degrees that is, but it should look something like that. Okay? I mean my caulking gun, and my caulk gun is over. Caulk. It's a weird word. Oh boy, I cracked myself up. Okay. Caulking gun is ready. This is dirt cheap. You can pick this up literally anywhere. Make sure that nozzle is pointing down. Prime it. What I mean to make sure it's in there snug. That's in there snug. And now we're going to start actually laying this caulking down. This is the part where I get nervous, because this is the step that's going to end all be all steps. If this step doesn't look good or isn't done right, you're not going to hear the end of it. Here, hand me my screwdriver, please. Before you set the caulk in motion, stick a little sharp object down in there, give to release the caulk, and you're ready to go. Okay. All right, here we go. Nice pressure. And if you see, the painter's tape is making this much easy, because you don't have to be so gingerly with it. This step actually will be knocked out in seconds. This around. Nice even pressure, as even as possible, and boom, that part is done. With that said, now another reason for the painter's tape is there because you want